Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. I am back with another video, and I just got finished watching my last video, actually, guys. I just got finished watching it, just making sure everything went smoothly with the upload on YouTube, etc., etc., etc. And what I've learned with that video is you guys are in a dependency loop, meaning the content creators have you in a dependency loop where you depend on them every single day of your life. That is bad. So let's start off the video by saying this is your boy 005 Dynasty. My name is Jamel Marshall Pearson, formerly known as Legacy. I'm one of the founders of the Hood Legend DVD series that is actually on IMDb, so it's documented, it's history. Also one of the founders of Legendary Team Collective. It was operating like, you can say it was operating like a record label in the early 2000s. We have artists under us that were signed to us, musical producers that were under us, signed to us. And when I say us, I mean Legend, the rapper, the American rapper, actually. The American rap artist Legend from Long Island and Brooklyn, New York. Okay. Also my twin brother. And I am the founder, man. I am the founder of the standalone musical genre known as Ghost Wav, which is also known as cinematic air hop, also known as a sound that floats, right? And I coined the terminology copy and clone generation. So the copy and clone generation, which is an imitation copy and clone based generation, which started around like 2012, 2013, 2014, going into what now is still in 2026. It's still here, guys. People are still copying and cloning each other. It's the imitations era. It's the, everybody watches somebody and they do exactly what that person is doing. Nobody's being original. So with Ghost Wav, I'm getting rid of stagnation and I'm bringing back originality for musical producers. But not only that, man, for just entertainment in general, man, fashion, everything, man. We got to be original again. We got to get out there and do what needs to be done when it comes to being organic. Okay? So, with that being said, I want you guys to not forget that 05HJT is my ecosystem. Started out as 05HJT Clan, and now it's 05HJT. You can't forget that. You still with me? All right, let's rock out now. Again, this is something that they're not going to tell you because this is something that they're participating in. These people have you in a dependency loop, meaning that you come back to their YouTube channel every time that they upload to get new information from them that you depend on because you think that their information is the future. You think their information is the way. Dependency loop. That's why you depend on them. It's kind of crazy. Okay, I got you, man. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, guys and girls, that you would need somebody else. You would need somebody else's information to survive. It's kind of crazy that you would need somebody else's information to survive on this earth and to move you on this earth, to motivate you, to draw a path for you, to get you up off of your behind and to do something. They know it. So they know now that every time they put a video out, you're going to come and watch it because you depend on their knowledge and you're stuck in their loop on multiple levels, multiple content creators, multiple systems that keep you stuck. And that's what it is. It's the dependency loop. You depend on YouTube. You depend on YouTube's algorithm. You depend on the content creator to tell you what merchandise to buy. You depend on the companies to dictate what is relevant, what you should be using. You depend on the companies to tell you that, oh, get this flagship and whatever inside internal workings of the flagship, That's the current generation. You depend on that, man. That's how you got people who will sit there and fight and argue with 005 Dynasty over a talking point about the flagships not actually being flagships, not actually having the inner workings that they should actually have in 2026. They're working on outdated inner workings, but you'll sit there and say, no, it's the next generation. It's the best thing. They just gave us the best. They just gave us the best. I can do this now. Because they tricked you into the old stuff that they have in those devices being outdated. When actually the old stuff been outdated 20 years ago, and they're just giving you increments of updates every year or every other year or whenever they launch a new device. Give you increments. So they can always say it's the next best thing. Meanwhile, the processors that they're putting in this stuff is outdated already in PCs. We're not even talking about Mac computers, guys. We're talking about PCs. So you can get a PC that has way more specs, way better than what's happening in these dedicated external devices. What are we doing, man? Are we going? Oh my God. And these dedicated devices, right? These dedicated external devices, you can get a PC that blows this stuff out of water, but they'll tell you that it's next generation when it's basically the same thing. The external dedicated device, right? Such as, let's say, MPC, whatever device is like it. It's literally a miniature computer versus a standalone desktop, but it's still a computer, guys. So the stuff that they're giving you on these external, these dedicated external devices is not what they could do. They could do way more. It's been proven. There's scientific fact that backs that up. But the companies have you in such a dependency loop that you depend on what they say. You depend on the standard that they set. You depend on them. You don't say, let me go create my own reverb unit. Let me go create my own compressor unit. Let me go create my own preamp. No, you depend on somebody else to make a preamp, tell you what the preamp is and what the preamp does, and then you go and spend $1,500 on one channel of the preamp, $3,000 on two channels of the preamp, and now all of a sudden you're in the loop. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in the loop again. Like you're religiously. I don't want to get into that. You're religiously in the loop because you're depending on what these people say. Whatever they say goes, man. Whatever they say goes. Put it like that. You understand, guys? Whatever they say goes. So whatever they say is like the standard, you're going to say that's the standard. Let me turn this heat up. I'm hot. Whatever they say is the standard, you guys are going to say that's the standard because they said it. Not because you set the standard. Not because you know and understand the standard. It's because somebody else set the benchmark for you. So since you can't do for yourself or understand how to do for yourself or even want to do for yourself, you're going to forever be in the dependency loop, depending on everybody else to fill you into the information and to fill you into the loop. And then now you're stuck in the loop. So whatever the content creator says, influencer, multi-platinum musical producer, Grammy Award winning, or just somebody who got a track on a soundtrack, whatever they say, it's your information now. That's your loop. You're stuck in the loop. So whenever somebody says anything about that, you're going to fight because you depend on that loop. You depend on that information. That's all you know. You don't know that you can make your own compressors. You don't know that there's modulars out there that you could go and just build your own analog EQ. You could do it yourself, and it's way cheaper than actually buying from Sweetwater or Zounds or Reverb or any other website. You're dependent on the company. You're dependent on actually those websites. Those websites that market and promote, those websites spend advertisement money. They spend Google advertisement money. So now they can pop up when you watch a YouTube video. They can pop up when you browse the internet. They can pop up on Facebook. They can pop up on Instagram. They can pop up as soon as you open up your phone and you just check in like your drop down menu. They pop up because they want you to come and spend money. So the companies, the vloggers, the bloggers, the actual hardware companies. So you got the companies that are selling merchandising companies, retail companies. Then you got the actual companies who create the engineers, the engineering companies, the manufacturing companies. Then you have the content creators who live off of, affiliated links and partnership and brand deals from YouTube. That's how they live, man. They live off of that. Besides, maybe some of them might get little royalty checks from their kitty records from back in the days. Oh, fuck me, man. I'll be damn if I get a kitty record to blow up, man. Oh, hell no. I mean, it would be something. It would be something. You know what I'm saying? But my claim to fame can't be no kitty record, guys. I can't be sitting there on YouTube acting like I'm the dopest, the illest, and I got this kitty ass fucking record. I can't do that shit. I can't. Hold on, I gotta park. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. There's a lot of snow. Parking is horrendous. I didn't even know it was this horrendous. It's really, really bad, actually. Give me 1 second. Your boy sliding in. I know how to do that. All right. Make sure I don't hit anything. All right, let me pull up. Let me tuck myself in here nice and firm. All right, we good. So, hear me out. The dependency loop. That's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy to depend on people so much in so many levels and never have a word. Like, you guys never have a word. Think about this, guys. You never get to say anything. You never have a word on anything. It's just whatever they do, you take it and you live by it. And then when you get sucked into this dependency loop, which is the copy and clone generation, which is greedy companies, greedy websites, greedy manufacturers, greedy engineers, greedy content creators, greedy influencers, information commercial people, greedy multi-platinum musical producers who can't produce another hit record to save their goddamn life, so they depend on brand deals on YouTube along with their royalty checks from the kitty records. This is who you guys are dealing with, man. And they don't like it because I say something. They think because I didn't venture into being a full-fledged musical producer all these years that, because I don't have artists under my belt right now that I'm working with, or I didn't really have artists back in the days. I didn't have a ton of artists. I'm saying I worked with a selected handful, and that was by design, by choice, by me, because my ultimate goal was to help legend, the American rapper legend. That's the only person I cared to help in the music industry. So they're using that against me because I didn't try to be a full-fledged music producer to obtain a multi-platinum status, when actually the records that I produced, those records, they're crazy, son. These guys don't even know how to produce a record like how I produce. They made beats and somebody else made a hit record for them. That's how that goes. They're beat makers. I'm a producer. I could literally make dope records, man. Just dope concepts. Just, if you listen to some of my old records, because I was listening to them, right? I listened to a couple of them. I was like, damn, I was pretty good. Like, I was pretty good at forming, like, song structures. Meaning, like, if you listen to the intros are pretty unique that I did. They're unique intros. They're not just simple, like, 4-bar, like, just progressions, just, like, simple writings. they have like character. The intro to my songs back in the days they have some character to it. And it made me think, like, when I make the intros to the Ghost Wav tracks, they gotta have character. They can't just be regular. They gotta have that same character. Then the verses or whatever, the song, and then the outros. My outros are pretty good too. So I was like, dang, my whole song structures were very, very different from what you would hear from the top producers in the game. The top producers in the game, they didn't really vary off the course of the actual song. They kind of stayed to the song with their intros and their outros. If you listen to their records, I'm telling you, go listen to their records. You could listen to my records too. Compare apples to apples or oranges to oranges. Literally, really listen to the records that I produce compared to your favorite musical producer. I got a playlist on my YouTube channel right now. It's only 5 tracks, but I got way more. But those 5 tracks, I want you to listen to those 5 tracks. Trust me, guys. When I tell you to go listen to those tracks, they're not monetized. I didn't put monetization money on them. They're not monetized. Those tracks are for promotional use only. There was samples used in those tracks. But the way that I put those tracks together was pretty unique. And I really like it. I think me as a musical producer, I'm different. I'm special. I go to that place that you guys can't go, and I know it. So these guys and girls, they try to hold that they got some lucky placements over my head as if they're better than me. But then they know that they're not. They know that they can't make a record like Legendary Hitman. They know they can't do it, guys. They cannot. And they know they don't have the artists to do it. Even though I don't have artists right now and I'm not really producing songs and making those type of tracks, I'm working on myself. I'm working on my brand. I'm working on my publication website. 005dynasty.com is turning into a publication website, which is big because now I operate like Wikipedia. I operate like the magazines. It's big. It's big. It's bigger than what you guys can even imagine. And when it fully launches, it's going to be over for the game. I'm going to be up there. You look at my icon. Go Google search me. I'm telling you. But if I was to call some artist something like, yo, I got this track and it's in my mindset, in my Ghost Wav genre style of music, but also in my hip hop mindset of the way I used to put those tracks together back in the days, these guys, the multi-platinum producers on YouTube, the ugly gorilla looking dude, the guy who tried to act like, you know what I'm saying, he's better than me and try to play me in a couple videos, but would never stand face to face to me. That guy, he can't compare to my mind. Cannot. And I haven't even shown you guys anything relevant in the last year or so that I have. I'm not going to even say that I can't do. I actually have. I have a couple of tracks, man. I have a good amount. I've been working on the next Ghost Wav project. That's kind of crazy in the way that I did it. Now when I'm thinking about it, I got to go back and redo the intros to match that same level that I can do with the intros and the same levels that I can do with the outros. Man. So I know for a fact that guy and the rest of the people like him, they cannot mess with me in music production. We can sit in the same room, have the same equipment, and just go to town, and I guarantee you they can't mess with me, man. I guarantee you guys, because I have it now. I have it. And I'm not saying it to brag. I'm not saying it to put people down. I'm trying to give you guys context. These people try to put me down, sneak dissing me in their videos. Meanwhile, they know they can't mess with me in real life. They only have a fan base. That's what they have over me. They literally have a fan base. But they know when it comes to real music production, your boy 005 Dynasty is it. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. And I catch you guys on the next one. And when I say Google me, I mean that, man. Google me, son. Matter of fact, put my name 005 Dynasty in the YouTube search bar. And watch it pop up like 005 Dynasty, American rapper. And put these guys in there. And watch it don't say nothing like that, man. I'm official. I'm officially documented. For the rest of my life, I'm in the history books as a person that has a coined terminology, a person that has a standalone genre, which is Ghost Wav. Come on, guys. And I have a lot more. Even without multi-platinum success, which I can actually do. And I can get there. I could make a silly... I'm not even going to say what type of record. I could make a silly record, man. I could make the boop, the bop, the beeps, and have people do to it. I could do that. It's easy. Just mimic and copy. Just be a part of the copy and clone generation. Mimic somebody else, and then just make it. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about that, guys? This your boy 005 Dynasty. Create your own genre, then come and holla at me. Create your own genre of music, then come and holla at me. Don't forget to Google me. And I'm out.